my name is Shelbie Porter, and this is going to be my introduction speech for the summer of 2012. I just want to start out. I have this story. I've been wanting to be a pediatric neurologist for quite a while, and it started when I was really, really little. My grandfather was actually diagnosed with Huntington's disease, and we would go see him all the time. We would fly to Massachusetts, which was where he was originally located, in a nursing home. And I remember going there when I was like 4 and 5, seeing him, and it was really hard because he couldn't walk or anything like that, and he could actually barely talk. He could make some sounds and stuff, and I remember one of my greatest memories when I was a child of him was we were actually moving him to Montana. I was with my mom, and the nurse was talking, and she said, it's so sad that he can't talk anymore. And he actually looked at my mom and he said, "I love you," and that was the last thing that he ever said. And for me, that was one of those moments where I knew I wanted to be a doctor. I was only 4 years old, but I knew that I wanted to be a doctor. And then I grew up with him being in a nursing home. He was in a nursing home all my life, and he died about 3 years ago. And last year, actually, we found out that my aunt also has Huntington's disease. Let me explain a little bit about Huntington's. It's 3 diseases put together. It's Parkinson's, schizophrenia, and neurological diseases. And it basically eats your brain. If you look at a normal brain and a Huntington's brain, there are just holes in a Huntington's brain where it just looks like worms have just eaten it, and it's really sad. My grandfather got to the point where he couldn't move or anything. He couldn't talk. He had to eat from a feeding tube, and he was basically just a vegetable. So it was, really sad. And so last year, my aunt was diagnosed with Huntington's, and my mom and her sisters all have a 50% chance of getting it. So it's kind of hard to think about and to talk about, but I was really for sure what I wanted to do. When my aunt was diagnosed with it, I knew that I wanted to have something to do with the brain, and I'm really good with kids, so I feel like pediatric neurology is the right way for me to go, and that's why I'm starting here at Missouri Western. I'm going to be starting the nursing program next semester and eventually go to med school and be a pediatric neurologist.